welcome back to Ghosting with Anya. I'm your host, Anya Smith, also the author of Anya's Ghost Stories Volume 1 and Volume 2, The Return of the Dead. So, tonight was pretty long, I got home early today. I didn't really have anything going on, so I pretty much went home, decided to knit. Today I had some ramen noodles for lunch, maybe some other snacks, whatever. I pretty much had some peanut butter with carrots. For dinner, well, it depends. Well, I think for dinner, I had about corn dogs with ketchup. So, anyway, I hope you guys are having a good evening. So, it is 9 p.m. So, my husband should be returning home right now. It is 9:09 p.m. tonight. So I got a text from a friend of mine. I got a text from a friend of mine from my past. Well, she is my husband just texted me that saying he's about to come home. So, anyway, we have a new story for you guys tonight. Sorry, sometimes this thing happens. Don't know why, but it's alright. Anyway, so like I said, my husband is on his way home. And but the new story is called The Midwifes Lantern on Birch Lane. This is the new one. So this is the episode 229. So I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with my pink laptop. Hopefully that my friend will let me know before I logged on to this podcast. I got cleaned up, so I just got my teeth brushed. So, anyway, I'm doing okay. I hope you guys are doing great. I literally have spoken to an old friend of mine from years ago. Her name is Linda Mercer. She's an amazing friend. My mom used to work with her a long time ago. Well, I guess it was called New West Sports Medicine. So my mom used to work with that, but she did the computer thing, so like putting medications in the systems or something like that, labels, names of the medications, what people were allergic to, making appointments, I guess, that sort of thing. But that was a long time ago, but she hasn't done that in years. So now my mom is doing something else. But anyway, so my husband is about to come home, so I'm here doing this podcast. So I hope that you guys are ready for this episode, because I'm ready. Are you guys ready for the ghost stories? I'm ready for it. So anyway, I just want to say thank you guys for being very supportive, and I want to thank you guys for watching my show. I've been doing this podcast for like a year, because I love doing podcasting. I used to hate podcasting because I didn't know what kind of podcasting I would have done. So, anyway, my skin is feeling a little dry, so let me put some lotion on. Lotion for your skin actually is a good thing. So I got Jergens Ultra Healing Hand Lotion. It's good for your skin. If your skin feels very dry, then, put some lotion on, make your face feel better. You can put it on your hands, your arms, your legs, of course, anywhere. Just mostly your hands. So, anyway, I hope you guys are ready. So, thank you guys for being here. So, we are live streaming right now. I hope that my friend Linda Mercer would watch the show. Hello, Linda Mercer. I hope you are watching this. You're always welcome to join me on live stream. You're always welcome to join me on the conversation. So just give me any opinions about the story. Just let me know what you think, and we'll figure something out. So, like I said, we will figure something out. If it's too scary, we will try and figure out how to make it not scary. So, anyway, thank you guys for, being very, very patient. If you love ghost stories, I recommend you guys reading my first and second novel. It is called Anya's Ghost Stories Volume 1 and Anya's Ghost Stories Volume 2, The Return of the Dead. So, those are both of my novels. They're both on Amazon, and one of them has different prices. The first one is $13.99. The second one is $20. So check it out on Amazon. All you have to do is type my first and last name, Anya Smith, Anya. My last name is Smith. And my both novels will appear to you as well. So come and get it while it's still in stock. So anyway, thank you guys, and let's get started on the ghost stories. Just get yourself something to drink. Mine is gonna be soda, like always. Sometimes it's tea. But yes, just sit back, relax. Please click like, share, and subscribe, and let's get started on the story. Season 6, Episode 229, The Midwife's Lantern on Birch Lane. Sasha rented the farmhouse on Birch Lane because it was cheaper than any apartment with the same square footage, and because she romanticized porches in a way only people who have never had to fix them fully understand. The house sat a mile outside town with a gravel drive, a split rail fence, and a front room window that looked toward the road like it expected visitors who respected weather. She moved in during late fall when the fields were all stubble and rust. By winter, the house had revealed itself as drafty. opinionated, and oddly attentive at night. The first odd thing was the lantern. An antique oil lantern hung by the front door purely for decor, dry of fuel, and impossible to light. Yet on the first sleet night in December, it began glowing from within just after midnight and cast a warm stripe across the front hall as if someone were about to leave in a hurry. Sasha checked it, found no flame, and stood there in socks holding a cold lantern handle, while the house smelled faintly of soap, wool, and boiled linens. The neighbor woman across the lane, Mrs. Fitch, reacted to the story with immediate interest and no skepticism whatsoever. Did it glow before or after the wind shifted south? She asked. Apparently, that mattered. The house had once belonged to a woman named Ruth Weaver, a lay midwife who rode to farm births with a lantern and satchel long before county roads and hospital transport made such work less common. During one blizzard, Ruth reportedly left Birch Lane after midnight to reach a laboring woman on the West Ridge. She got there, delivered the baby, and died on the road back when the horse went through thin ice at a creek crossing. Local stories said the lantern had her own house still lit on bad weather nights, when someone in the valley needed night work. Sasha, who did not especially want her rental to be doubling as a supernatural dispatch office, thanked Mrs. Fitch and immediately started pretending she had not heard any of that. The pretending failed because the lantern kept choosing nights. With pattern, it glowed during freezing rain, high wind, and one dense fog when the main road ambulance got rerouted around the creek. On those nights, Sasha would also hear the side yard gate click open and shut, though no one crossed the drive once. After she followed the sound onto the porch, she saw a woman in a dark cloak at the edge of the yard holding a satchel and looking down the lane with the contained urgency of someone timing two emergencies against one body. The woman turned just enough for Sasha to catch a pale profile under a bonnet and said, "Not this road. The lower ford lies when it's cold." Then she stepped into the weather and was gone. The next morning, the local radio mentioned a deputy cruiser had gone axle deep near the old lower ford after taking a shorter route to a welfare check. By then, Sasha had crossed from disbelief into practical dread. She started listening to county chatter more closely. But because she believed herself responsible for ghost routing emergency, but because once a house starts giving weather advice from the dead, you either leave or become a better witness. Then came Ellie Mercer from down the lane, 8 months pregnant and determined not to make a fuss about pressure spikes and swelling because farm women are too often praised for silence in exactly the wrong moments. During a January storm, Ellie's husband banged on Sasha's door asking to borrow a phone because the cell service had gone erratic, and the old farmhouse line somehow still worked best in that patch. While he called for guidance, the antique lantern lit again. In the hall, a second later, someone knocked once. Firm, not frightened, on the side porch. There stood the cloaked woman, this time fully visible despite sleet moving through her outline with the satchel in one hand, and the expression of a person who had long ago accepted being summoned by weather and women's pain at the same time. Sasha did the only sensible thing left. She let her in. The woman moved straight to the kitchen table, laid out folded cloths, twine, and a tiny bottle from a satchel that should not have held that much. The baby is not yet coming, she said. Before anyone asked, the mother still needs seeing. She wrote a note in a pencil on the back of one of Sasha's grocery receipts. Take Ridge Road, not Lower Ford. Blood pressure, watch. Hospital, not home. Waiting. Ellie's husband, half frantic and too desperate to discriminate among impossible helpers, took the note and followed it. The hospital later confirmed that if they had stayed home longer or attempted the lower road route, Ellie could have seized before reaching care. By dawn, she was stable, the baby still in place for a few more monitored weeks, and the grocery receipt in Sasha's pocket had gone blank except for one water ring and the smell of lavender soap. After that, the haunting changed its tone. The lantern still lit on bad nights, but less often in active emergency and more like watchfulness. Mrs. Fitch admitted what she had never said outright. Ruth Weaver's own first child had died because weather kept the doctor from reaching the house in time. Everything Ruth did afterward, the midwifery, the road knowledge, the refusal to let women wait and see. When waiting was just neglect in respectable clothes, was shaped by that loss. The dead midwife on Birch Lane was not simply replaying her profession. She was still refusing the same mistake to happen where she could prevent it. Sasha found that both unbearable and admirable. It explained the house's odd combination of domestic domesticity and alarm. Warm hail, warm hall, lit lantern, no romance about urgency. Sorry, my mouth is kind of dry right now, and Mama needs a drink. Maybe water. So. I'm sorry, my mouth is always dry. Maybe it's because of my illness or something. But my mouth can be very dry, like literally. The story is almost done anyway. I hope you guys have any opinions about it, and let me know what you guys think. Feel free to leave me a comment down below and see what you guys are thinking of and what you guys feel maybe related to this sort of thing. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear from you guys. When spring came, the county finally repaired the lower Ford warning signage signage after enough winter incidents. The lantern remained dark for several weeks. Sasha almost missed it, which horrified her. Then one May thunderstorm rolled in with enough violence to knock out power across 3 roads. At 12:14 a.m., the lantern glowed once more, and Sasha, now long past pretending this was normal, opened the front door before any knock came. No one stood there, but on the doormat lay a strip of clean bandage cloth tied around a card in Ruth's pencil hand. Keep this house lit when storms turn. Others watch for windows before roads. Sasha did exactly that. Ever since during severe weather, she puts a battery lamp in the front window facing the lane. Neighbors began doing the same for their own reasons. It turned the road into a string of small, deliberate lights. The county called it community storm redness. Sasha called it compliance with the dead woman's standards. Birch Lane still has its share of power lines down, calves loose in snow, and babies who choose theatrical hours to announce themselves, but the old house no longer feels merely haunted. It feels deputized. Ruth Weaver's lantern, if that's what it is, did not ask for mourning. It asked for roots, windows, and women taken seriously before weather and pride made that difficult. Sasha can live with that. In some places, the dead only revisit sorrow. On Birch Lane, one dead midwife still runs practical instructions to the living and expects them to keep up. Wow, that is some story. I mean, what did you guys think? Do you think this was a beautiful moment when Sasha found something to do with, I don't know, some kind of paranormal stuff. I mean, what did you guys think? I hope it turned out well. I mean, did it like, whew, I don't know, make you cry or something? Did it make you feel related to the story? Did you guys have any experience with bad weathers, giving birth to babies, or in horrible weather days? I mean, I was born in spring, okay? I did not have any problem with weathers when I was born because I was born in the middle of spring. So, that's just how it is, I guess. Well, anyway, my husband should be home like anytime soon. He hasn't popped up, so, but that's okay. I pretty much, you know, wanted to see what was going on, so, well, my husband will be here, I know. He'll probably watch the show anytime. So, now, let me know in the comments if you guys are related to this story. So, feel free to leave me a comment down below if you wish to. I don't mind, so just let me know what you guys think. I think this is relatable. So, if I were you guys, I would try my best to, you know, leave me a comment down below. So, but anyway, now that the story's done, we are doing questions. So we have 10 questions and 10 answers. Let me know if you have any. I would love to hear what your opinions are. So, but anyway, apparently I forgot to turn on the porch light for my husband. So, anyway, it's almost 10 o'clock, so hopefully he will be home. Let me go downstairs and turn on the porch light. I'll come right back. Feel free to talk among yourselves, or just leave me a comment down below. Alright, you guys, I'm back. Sorry, I had to turn on the porch light. I usually turn on for him. Whew, that's okay. Anyway, I hope that you guys are, you know, ready for questions, because I'm ready. Whew, man, I need a drink. I need a lot of drinkies. So, okay, guys, let's get started on the questions. And I'll try my best to give you some answers. I just need to catch my breath. Because after this, I'm probably just going to relax and do what I normally do. So, my husband is usually home at this time of night. So, would you have opened the door to the cloaked woman during the storm? That is a wonderful question. I love that question. Yes, I would. If I saw this dead woman, I will definitely open the door for her, give her a place to sit down to catch her breath. I would give her something to drink. I mean, I definitely would, yes. If I saw God, and if he knocked on my door, I will open it for him and let him come in, sit down, do the same thing. Let him catch his breath, let him sit down on the couch maybe, or on the chair, give him something to drink, something to eat. I definitely would. I would be very kind to this woman. I would be very kind to the Creator, especially Jesus Christ. I mean, I've seen this video on TikTok that each person would probably reject him. Like, he goes to every door, like, knocks on the door, and if he would ask people if he would like to come in and get a glass of water or something, ask people if they love him, they would reject him. Well, not me. I'm up here. I would definitely let my Creator in the house give him a water and a food and let him relax a little bit and talk to him. Yes, I actually absolutely open the door. I definitely would. If I saw a dead woman and Jesus Christ, yes, I will open the door, of course. But would you guys ever do the same thing? Like, say, if God came to your door and knocked, would you open the door to Jesus Christ? Would you let him in? Let me know in the comments if you would. And here's my husband now. He's home. So he definitely would do the same thing. And so will I. Hi.
A friend of ours mine's kid is actually out talking to people about God.
Well, that's a good thing.
Try this slushy, babe.
Okay. You missed the whole story.
Aw. We were swamped.
Is that strawberry?
Yeah, with some ice cream in it. It's like a slushy ice cream.
This is good.
Cool.
My husband just got me a strawberry ice cream slushie, which
For both of us.
I
And
love
Mark
it.
gave it to me.
Do you want it? Chris, do you want it?
Have some of it. You can drink some of it.
Okay. This is so good. Chris and I have to share it. So, let me ask you again, guys. Would you ever open the door to Jesus Christ and a woman named Ruth Weaver? She was a midwife. Would you ever open the door for her and for him? Let's go to number 2. Do you think Ruth stayed out of guilt, duty, or defiance against preventable loss? I think she stayed because she wanted to help a lot of women going through time, like with thunderstorms, and she's about to give birth to a child during the storm. So I think she stayed because pregnant women needed her help during difficult childbirth. So it's her job to make sure women were stayed away from any bad things, like bad places, made sure they got to the doctors on time, a safe way to get to the doctors. So she stayed because these pregnant women needed her help. So I think that she stayed against defiance, preventable loss. That's the reason why she stayed. Because when she was alive, she lost her own child because the doctor couldn't reach her. This is why she lost her baby. It's so sad and horrible thing. So tragic. At least this woman named Ruth Weaver did the right thing by helping a lot of women. So, I mean, we get storms all the time. Do you see me pregnant? No, I'm not. I can't have children because of my condition. So, But if she knocked on my door, and yes, I actually would open the door and let her in. Would you let her in if she needed to come to our house?
Yes.
Would you let her sit down and relax and get her something to drink?
Yes.
Would you do the same thing for Jesus Christ?
Yes.
Good. I totally would. And I think that Ruth stayed because she wanted to prevent women from having difficult problems of reaching out to the doctors. So she saved these pregnant women's lives. And I think she did the right thing. Aw, there's Tally. I miss that baby girl. And she finally came to see me and her daddy. She missed her daddy. Hi, Tally. So, anyway, let's go to number 3. Why are lanterns and country lanes such strong ghost story details? I think I think it's probably here's what my husband just said. He made good tips. Good job, Chris. I'm happy for you. So, question again for you guys and for you, Chris. Why are lanterns and country lanes such strong ghost story details? That goes for you too, Chris.
Okay.
It's number 3. What do you think?
Why are lanterns
And country lanes such strong ghost story details?
areas like that are usually in a nice rural area and probably a comforting spot for ghosts.
Yes, I agree for that. Okay. Sorry. My voice gets a little scratchy sometimes. Anyway, yes. There is a lot of soft spots for spirits. I definitely would want to help a spirit move on to the afterlife by helping other pregnant women trying to reach for the doctors. So, my answer is yes. They're such strong stories because they have a lot of history. They have really good place to find a good spot for the dead. And, well, figured out what to do next. So, I totally would help a spirit help others. I mean, I don't really know what to do with all that, but I just help people find a safe place, just do a good deed, that sort of thing. So I probably would, yes. It's such strong story because they have a lot of, memories. And the way we honor them is by preserving their memories and helping others. If I saw a woman who's 9 months pregnant, if she's about to go into labor, I would call 911 right away, and the ambulance should show up right away and take this pregnant woman to a hospital so she can give birth safely. So that way the mother and the child feel safe, so that way they won't freeze to death out there by themselves. Just so you know. I'm just trying to, I've never had that experience, so I'm okay with that. Let's go to number 4. What was more unsettling The glowing lantern or written medical note? I think the lantern, probably. Seeing the actual lantern from, I don't know, many centuries ago. Like Ruth, I think. I don't know what era that she's from. Perhaps maybe she's from like hundreds of years ago. Perhaps. I don't know what year that she came. So, Ruth died in the wintertime on her way back home. So, either 100 years ago or 200 years ago. I don't really know that much. So, the lantern pretty much keep lit because it wants women to know that so they can communicate with other women, I guess. Like it's some kind of community or whatever, but women do it all the time so they could try and reach out for the doctor because they're about to go into labor. Literally.
My wife says she doesn't want anything for Valentine's Day, so I'm off the hook, right?
There's my sweet baby. Hi.
Let me tell you a little story. There was a woman, a newlywed,
You miss your mommy.
and she told her husband,
Yeah.
rather than waste money on
I
gifts,
knew you would come to
save
daddy.
for retirement.
Well, my little baby's here, so I'm glad. She was with me all day today.
50 years later,
So, anyway,
and you know who that woman was?
I think it was the lantern. So,
That woman was
I
the
think it's
invisible dancing
the
fairy
best
of
thing
dust.
that's ever happened to Sasha. Okay, guys, let's go to number 5. We're almost done here.
Well, what are you gonna strip her anyway?
Was Sasha right to trust the message and Ruth advice?
Mrs. Farmer,
Yes.
trade off. If her father gave it to
If
her,
Sasha did not know about this
Well, Stephen,
ghost
it's
named
important to
Ruth
keep
Weaver,
romance alive once you're married.
she
When I
probably
find this
wouldn't have
information, I'm sure he has
seen
one
the
for me
note
because he loves
or
me and
saw
he
the
knows that I'm
lantern
capable of.
lighting up every time the storm comes out.
wait till you see what I got.
Like, literally.
I got a question for you.
So, would you have trusted this thing? Would you have trusted a dead woman? I definitely would have. Totally. Anyway, I think she did the right thing. So, I'm gonna go with the lantern and the notes. But yes, she did the right thing. Let's go to number 6. What do you make of the line? Others watch for windows before roads. I'm thinking that people watch other people because they know what could happen before the roads end up become very crumble, something like that, very bad. So I think that's why before the roads become closed, people watch because it's their job to make sure people know what is going on outside on the roads. No wonder why. Alright, let's go to number 7. We're almost finished. Is this haunting tied to women's safety rather than fear? Of course, yes. It's tied to women's safety because women need to know what was happening. Okay? Women need to know that they're in danger from something bad could happen to them. I'm so glad that Ruth Weaver came to Sasha and to give Sasha an advice about women's safety, especially when they are pregnant. Anyway, if it was me, I definitely would want to know what was happening. if I saw this pregnant woman being in danger, I would do my best to help her out. Help her find a safe place so she can give birth to her child. I would totally do that. Get involved. Keep the women safe from anything bad, like roads falling apart. Thunderstorm has gone even crazier. Literally. So, my husband, I mean, if he saw a pregnant woman, he would try and help her out too, right?
Yes.
I mean, we would definitely get involved. We can, if we wish to. If we did see her, we would act like, well, we would act it right away, literally. Okay, guys, we have 3 questions left. Oh, sorry, that's just my charger, and it's on 39%, I guess. So, anyway, yeah, we would definitely do that. So, I hope that this makes any sense to you all. I mean, let me know in the comments if you have any experience about that. Kind of like in the Bible, when Joseph and Mary are 9 months pregnant with the child, you know, Jesus Christ, of course. It's like wintertime, but snow wasn't invented back then. I mean, wasn't literally coming down from the clouds back then. So, Joseph and Mary, they were like looking for a place to rest, but the inn was full. So, but they found this barn. It was empty, and they called it the manger. So that's why they found a good place to give birth to the baby. And when the baby was born, the stars started glowing so bright. 3 wise men saw what happened, and it's like they knew. And then they decided to bring gifts to this baby, and people would know that the Christ was born, and he becomes future teller about, you know, his father and the teachings. So he died for our sins because he knew what we would have done in the past or in the future. But yes. Sorry. I wanted that slushy anyway. I actually love strawberry ice cream slushy. It's actually a good thing. Well, I'll
Riley got it for all the employees.
Oh, tell Riley I said thank you.
Oh, well, she's
well.
a sweetheart.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go with number 8. We're almost done here. Would you keep living in a house that lights itself for emergencies? Yes. We definitely would. I totally would. If it was an emergency, yes. If it started a blackout, yeah. We're gonna need some batteries for the flashlight. And we're gonna need to figure out what is happening. Like, literally. So, if you have any questions, let me know what you guys think. If this makes any sense to you, let me know in the comments if it does. Now, let's go to number 9. Can community redness become part of a haunting's legacy? Yes, it can. Of course it can. I mean, if I left something for other people to make me proud, I totally, definitely let that happen. I mean, let's say I died and I want someone to carry on my legacy of anything to do, like say this podcast or whatever. I totally would choose the right person to carry on the community and my legacy. Yes, I would. Let me know in the comments if you think community redness can become a hauntings legacy. For me, yes. Aww. Kelly! Here. Hi, baby. My baby likes to talk. Apparently she likes to talk with me and her daddy. So, anyway, I would totally leave the legacy to a right person. I actually have to choose the right person to carry on my legacy. Any kind of legacy. So, let me know in the comments if you ever, would you ever choose someone to carry on your legacy? Just let me know what you guys think. Okay guys, we have one more question left before I sign off. If a dead midwife kept warning your road before storms, how would you honor her? I would honor her by doing a good deed. I would take her advice and make sure a pregnant woman reached the doctors or do a house calls maybe, and I would try and help her relax and figure out a way to help her deliver her baby safely, like meditation maybe or something like that. Do some research and then help this pregnant woman a way to deliver it. So that's how I would honor her. Same question for you, Bubba. If a dead midwife kept warning your road before storms, how would you honor her?
Preserving the memory.
Doing a research about how to help a
Yes.
pregnant woman, help her deliver her baby safely?
Yes.
Like calling 911 as soon as possible?
Yes.
As soon as this pregnant woman, like, delivers her, like, goes into labor. How would you help her?
By finding a doctor so they can give birth.
Safely? Yes.
Yes.
Sorry about that, guys. My egg likes to fall down, I guess. Anyway, I think that's a good answer. So, that's all we have for you guys tonight. I just want to say thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful night. So, stay safe, guys. Have fun. Stay spooky. May God bless you. And see you on my next episode of Ghosting with Anya. We'll be doing the episode 230, The Archivist of Lost Letters. This is the new one. So thank you guys and have a wonderful night. Please click like, share, and subscribe. And see you on my next episode of Ghosting with Anya. Love you lots. And good night, everyone. Stay safe. Bye!